Good evening. Call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. Has the board had a chance to review our minutes?
I have, and I move to accept as printed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those are approved. Department heads and committees. Pat, we'll take you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Pat Riley and Cindy Lady from our rave salute to our Veterans Committee, and we just wanted to stop by, and if anybody's watching this live, tomorrow is our Veterans Day salute at our Raynham schools. I apologize for the late notice, but hopefully if anyone is available, you're all welcome. It is our 11th annual at Raynham Middle School, and we will be at the middle school at 9 o'clock. We have Paul Monty is coming, Jared Monty's dad, and we have Gabriel Gomez, who actually is a Navy SEAL. I think he's only the second person to have been an Air Force pilot and a U.S. Navy SEAL. So we're interested in listening to him. We also have a lieutenant commander from the Army Air Force, I believe, who's recently retired, that's coming with our American Legion friends, and it's going to be a great event, as it always is. Of course, our Stars and Stripe chorus that Sandy started with our kindergarten children will be coming over to sing their patriotic songs for us, so we're looking forward to that. And as you know, the other part of our project that we started in June of last year was the flags to decorate the town. The flags have gone up, and we've got a little addition this year. Hopefully everybody's happy with them. We were able to purchase another 20 flags and flagpoles. Last year, through our contributions and our fundraising efforts, including all of those T-shirts that we sold all over town, and we thank everybody who purchased one, we raised about $8,000. And with this last purchase of flags, we've spent about $5,000 on flags and flags poles and installations and so forth, and $2,000 for parade expenses, which was basically our police and fire detail and the couple banners that we purchased that we'll have for next year's parade as well. So we have about $1,000 going forward now toward next year's parade, and of course we're going to be doing more fundraising. The only thing I know about so far, and this is the inside scoop, this is the first time it's been announced, is that on January 24th and 25th, which I believe that's the last Friday and Saturday in January, we're going to have what's going to be called a Salute to Our Veterans Treadathon. And what it is, it's going to be at the American Legion Post, 411. They're going to be in contact with Mr. Buckner to make sure we have whatever we need for permits and so forth, because it's going to be a 24-hour marathon from noon time on Friday until noon on Saturday. People can volunteer to be on the treadmill. They can walk, run, jog, whatever they want to do, with a minimum donation of $20. And hopefully we're going round the clock. We figured those police and firefighters that are used to sometimes working the overnight shift will want to sign up. And we'll have some gift certificates to raffle off and all of that sort of thing. So that's going to kind of kick off our fundraising for our veterans, for a salute to our veterans. So it's going to be an exciting event. And Pam Manconi from the town clerk's office, it's her brainchild, and she's kind of heading that up for us. She's a new recruit for our rave salute to our veterans, so we're really excited about that. And I have a little information to give you about that while I turn it over to Sandy, who has some thank yous that we need to.
Right. The 20 flags that we did purchase, there's 18 of them here at the town hall. And I certainly hope that is, we thought it was appropriate. If anybody's going to have a flag, it should be right around that Veterans Memorial. It was a few heads together and that decided where to put them and so forth, and it's a pop when you drive down the street. So I'll tell you, like I've said in the past, it takes a whole town, like it takes a village, it takes the town to bring this all together. And Dan Andrade, Joe Medeiros, his crew, Jimmy Janis, his crew, who put these up, and when I saw them coming up today, I pulled in here, and like one of them said, it doesn't take an hour to do this, it takes like 5. So piece by piece, we're getting it together, and I hope that what you have in your building now, which is all of our building, I suppose, is fine with everybody. So thank you, and thanks to those people, because it's just the town employees that bring it all together and make it all work. So thank you.
Thank you. And hopefully, if you can make it, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Pat, if you want to wait 1 second, please, I'd like to personally thank you for the heads up on this and all the rest of the stuff that you do. And between you and Sandy, you've done one heck of a job on that committee. The flags are beautiful. They are beautiful.
Thank you. As Sandy said, it takes a community, and it's been a great community effort. We've gotten wonderful support.
Push them to do what they know they should be doing, and you girls have done that. It's really remarkable. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
doing it.
Thanks.
The veterans, thank you.
Feels good.
Thank you. Chris, we'll take you next in the public hearings for 7 PM order taken on Judson Street.
We have 2 pump stations going on Judson Street. They were voted at town meeting to do the taking. We had appraisals done on the land. We had the order of taking prepared. We've gone through it with the landowners. One is the Barboza family, my dog Bob Den Realty Trust for Michael, Bob, and Denise. The other one is their old Rodman 5 property. And so they're aware of what's coming, and all we need now is to have the order of taken signed so we can record it at the Registry of Deeds. I brought a copy for your records, and I brought one of each to have the original signatures on.
Okay, what's the board's pleasure?
I move to accept and sign the orders.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those are approved.
On the third sheet, just before the plan.
Thanks.
There's one.
Chris, what side of the street are these on? Are they both?
If you're going from the Judson local intersection.
Yep.
The first one is on the left across from Alexander Drive.
Oh,
And then
oh, yeah.
the next
Okay.
one, you go up over the hill by Frank Pacheco's house, and then down about another, I don't know, maybe 1,500 feet. There's a little hollow there, and that's on the left side too.
Both on mine.
That's why they're actually land that the dealerships own that extend all the way from 44 to Judson.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else for us, Chris?
Just quickly, unrelated, but to go along with Sandy and Leahy and the flag project and the veterans, we received the Brian Olivera stone today, and the Miller boys brought all their equipment down. We set the stone at the Legion. It is absolutely gorgeous. They're going to unveil it Veterans Day, if anyone's interested, and that kind of completes that island. But it's a same size as the Monty stone, 4 foot by 5 foot high by a foot thick black granite, and it's all gold inlay, and it's just absolutely beautiful.
That's-
It's covered now, so
Yeah.
you have to wait till Monday.
I know I got to see the sample of it last week, and personally, I'm thrilled that something's happening for Corporal Oliveri. I know this board had an opportunity a few years ago to remember him and bring his family in, but he's certainly an individual who, in my opinion, has not always got the recognition he deserved for the sacrifice that he made for all of us, and certainly his family as well. So definitely a fitting tribute, and I personally appreciate your efforts and anybody else who participated in it, because the corporal has a rightful place in the town of Raynham, and it's fitting that he can be memorialized here.
And it was a group effort. It was, a lot of the funds came from the American Legion's fundraising, and some from the committee, Veterans Committee. It just, Jimmy Baggs kind of did the design. I never knew he had talent. Lots of beautiful stuff.
I hope he's not watching.
Yeah.
You'd say that.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, next up is an appointment for the Board of Registrars. I know we have Mr. Palmer with us. Mr. Palmer, feel free to join us at the podium, but before you get started, we had 2 applicants heading into this evening, and our Assistant Town Clerk, Pam Manconi, has withdrew her name for consideration. her letter to us states that she is withdrawing her name from consideration, and that while she appreciates the opportunity and feels confident she would have been successful if appointed, I'm now aware that a member of the Raynham Republican Town Committee has applied for the position as well. I feel that the town will be best served if a member of the town committee is appointed to serve on the board. I thank you for your time and consideration on this, and I know I spoke to Pam on this briefly, and I personally appreciate her willingness to have stepped up prior to you submitting yours. She's been a great addition to the town and the town's clerk's office, and I don't know that there's much else to say other than, we appreciate her willingness to step up, and now her graciously stepping aside.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
I think it's, if I may,
yeah.
Joe, I think it's an indication to me that Pam is a great team player, and Bill in this position of the Board of Registrars will be working closely with her, as he will with the other members of the town clerk's office. So I think it's a great start for working with them, that Pam has seen fit to move aside so that you could take this position. So I'm looking forward to you guys working very closely together.
With that, Bill, if you'd like to address the board at all, feel free to, keep it
Sure,
casual.
I know some of you, but I'll start by saying that my name is Bill Palmer, and I live at 100 Gilmore Street. And I've been active in Republican politics for more than a decade. And I bring with me here tonight the endorsement of the Republican Town Committee and the State Party Chair, the Honorable Kirsten Hughes. I would be humbled and honored to serve the voters of Raynham on this board, and I will take great pride in assuring that all of our votes are accounted for. I also look forward to working with Pam and the other members of the clerk's office to make our elections here in town go smoothly, and I'm just looking forward to serving a great town.
Great, thank you. Any questions for Bill?
No, I don't think so, Bill. As long as, the fact is that you're new in this appointment, and I'm sure there's a lot to it that you'll be, confronted with, and I know that you'll do a good job. We have things such as, certifying nominations and checking when there are questions about recounts and so forth, and I'm sure that you'll pick all of this up in due course.
Yes, I'll give it my all, and I've worked with the town clerk, over the years, the past 10 years of being in town here, and I know what a great job they do, and I'm sure by working with them, I'll be able to pick it up just fine.
Good.
I doubt that you'll have any problem doing that. And I congratulate you, and I wish you the best of luck. You've got great people to work with in there. They're fine, fine people, and they know the job inside and out. So
Yes.
before you know it, you'll be right there.
This is a great town. I'm happy to be able to serve.
And thank you for applying to serve.
Thanks for having me.
We just need a formal motion.
I will formally move to accept William Palmer as a nominee for the Board of Registrars.
And I'll very happily endorse that nomination and second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
That is approved. Congratulations. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening. No other appointments tonight. New business, Mr. Shivo.
None?
Mrs. Smith.
Good.
Old business, Mr. Shivo.
None.
Mrs. Smith.
No.
Town Administrator's report, Mr. Buckner.
The gaming commission's coming to town. I think I mentioned last week, the date of the hearing is Thursday, December 5th, 4 to 6 p.m., but they were concerned that this room wasn't large enough, so we've moved it to the middle school. So that's Thursday, December 5th, 4 to 6 p.m. at the middle school. The Gaming Commission will be taking public input on Raynham Park's application for a Class 2 gaming license, which, of course, we know is slots. CGI Communications, that does filming for our website, is coming back to do some high-definition video, and we've agreed on a date of November 25th for their visit, and so they'll be around town, probably escorted by myself, taking some video that day. We covered the Veterans Day celebration. Veterans Memorial, brick sales are lagging a little bit. We've got 75, and we need another 25 in order to place the order of 100, which is the minimum. So we encourage residents to come in and order a brick to honor a veteran. Coming up, Southeastern Regional Services Group, monthly meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Easton. Veterans Day, next Monday, November 11th, is Veterans Day, and town offices will be closed. And a department head meeting coming up on Thursday, November 21st at 10 a.m. And I've invited new town council Ted Peeknick to come in to be our special guest.
Selectmen's report, Mr. Shivo. Mrs. Smith. Thank you. Correspondence, we have the monthly activity report from the chief for the month of October, and calls are down about 17 from last year, which is a shift over the typical increases. As Mr. Buckner mentioned in his report, Thursday, December 5th, at the Raynham Middle School, the Gaming Commission will be visiting Raynham for the purposes of a public hearing on the slots proposal at Raynham Park. The Daughters of the American Revolution have submitted a request to issue a proclamation declaring the month of November as American Indian Heritage Month. A copy had been enclosed. I'm sure Deb will have that for us if it's the board's pleasure. What's our pleasure on that?
I will move to accept the proclamation, and so, are you going to read it?
I don't have it with me.
Oh, you don't have it?
No.
Oh, okay.
We can have it for the next week.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I second the motion to accept the proclamation.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
That
Aye.
is approved. No other correspondence, no press time. Citizen and community input, Mr. Dolan, anything this evening?
The same reason I was the last time, but before we get started, a question was asked of me, and I'm going to forward it to Mrs. Smith, that when did we ever take a vote to put those arborvitaes on the property line?
I don't think there was a vote for that.
No, there
It
wasn't.
was a vote to plant trees. That's
Right, to
all I know.
replace the trees that we took down. That was the vote. So my question still is, why were they put on the property line when they were supposed to be put behind the memorial? I find it very hard to to even consider that Mr. King would do this on his own. So my question to the board is, what are we going to do about it? And did the certain members of the Veterans Memorial Committee overstep their bounds by doing such a thing?
Well, the chairman of the Veterans Memorial Committee wanted to have a meeting on this matter as soon as the chief got back, Chief King. So I will set that up, and maybe we can hash it out, I guess, and then come
Give me a
back.
heads up, or one of the members, maybe one of us can be there for it.
I would respectfully request that that be done in the middle of December. I'm going away on a 3-week vacation, and I would not want it to be held while I'm not there. Because I spoke to several members of the committee, and they were all under the impression that those arborvitaes were going to replace the trees that were taken down, and it was going to be placed behind the memorial, not on the property line. And I still question the fact that Mr. King used the plot plan for this building as a placement for those arborvitaes. That was never the case.
Randy can get in touch with you, John, and we can
Okay?
schedule something.
Yeah, we usually get in touch through the email.
Email, okay.
Middle of December, any particular date?
Anytime after the 9th of December. That's, yeah, as long as it's in the afternoon, because on the 9th and on the following Thursday, I do have meetings with water and sewer. Other than that, I'm free.
Okay, thank you.
All right?
Thanks, John.
Thank you very much for your consideration.
Thank you. Josh, anything for us tonight?
I talked to the Park and Rec about that sports complex when I went, and they said they were just talking about that they're out of space with basketball courts for their basketball, and they're still interested in this. They said talk to the town planner about what land is even available. He was busy, but I talked to those people over there, the land.
The assessors?
Assessors, yeah. And they says I should ask, like, Bridgewater Sports Complex, or like the Dome, or like the one in Taunton, or the one in Attleboro, how much acres does something like that need? And how many square feet is the actual building? And then the town planner I met with Noblin, the economic board, with Noblin, then the first day of the town planner, and they said, Boblin was talking about how he wanted to put a tennis club on 44 in the 70s, but another guy built one with now the flea market, and he didn't want to compete, or there wouldn't be room for two, but then that guy died in a plane crash, and now the tennis club went out. But they were saying I should talk with the town planner more, so I talked with him, and the next day, and he says that maybe I should ask like CVS or Walmart or other businesses in town if they would be even willing to support something like this with money, whatever. And that's pretty much where I'm at with that.
Okay. Well, we definitely appreciate the updates from you on it.
I had another question.
Sure.
There's a Raynham in England, and I'm wondering if this Raynham has ever done any sort of like sister town or any communications with them anytime recently?
No, not recently. I don't know historically, Randy.
Yeah, not during the time I've been here, so.
Yeah, you might want to talk to the historical commission on that.
At Riley?
Yeah. Yeah, you just missed her, so.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot, Josh.
Yeah.
No emergency business. What is the board's pleasure?
I move to adjourn and pay bills. No business after.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Thank you.